think Bud could beat Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would be Canelo.
Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford. Yeah.
He's the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared?
More important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
I know you said he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately?
Many boxing experts believe Terence Crawford will not only challenge Canelo Alvarez, but also defeat him. They're so confident in Crawford's speed, ring intelligence, and power that some are predicting a clear result, a 9th-round knockout of the Mexican champion. With such bold predictions in the air, fans and analysts are preparing for what could be one of boxing's most surprising upsets.
We have to talk about this. We have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's going to be at 168. Plus, I'm not going to get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not going to get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Crawford says that no one Canelo has fought comes close to his skill level, and that's what gives him the clear advantage. Speaking on the 4 Pound Pound podcast, he confidently stated, I have more speed than Canelo. I have the reach. I have better boxing skills. None of the fighters you mentioned are as skilled as me. The difference in skill is like night and day. While he admits Canelo's size and power are impressive, Crawford believes they won't be enough. He trusts his technical skills, footwork, ring IQ, and adaptability to outweigh any physical edge.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is 90.
Do you see a fight with Canelo going?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skill. Like that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. And people bigger than me all my life, I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Former sparring partner Coron Davis pointed out the big physical difference between the two fighters, warning that skill might not matter as much as size and body type, which could be the deciding factor. Abel Sanchez, the former coach of GGG, agreed, saying that Crawford's jump up 2 weight classes could backfire if Canelo lands clean body shots. On the other hand, technical experts like Teddy Atlas and Shannon Briggs believe in Crawford's superior ring IQ. Atlas even said Crawford is...
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangibles.
While recognizing Alvarez's achievements and skill, Teddy Atlas believes Crawford is in a class by himself. Truly something special. He says that although Alvarez is still a strong fighter, he doesn't show the same dominance he had before. Atlas notes that Alvarez's physical condition and performance in the ring have declined. The once unstoppable fighter now seems less explosive and less dynamic. On the other hand, Crawford remains an elite athlete. keeping his speed, accuracy, and smart tactics that make him stand out from others.
All right, everyone. We are 1 week removed from Canelo Alvarez, the 168-pound King's title defense versus William Skull. Now that we've had a week to digest it, I just want to get your early thoughts. Las Vegas, Nevada, Legion Stadium, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Let's just hear your early thoughts and your preview for this mega fight.
Pretty much the same as it was a long time ago when they first announced this fight, and everybody thought I was crazy, which they often think. What are you going to do? They thought I was whatever. Come on. I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously. I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it. I see it. The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. Just, I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very...
Former world champion Amir Khan recently shared his thoughts on the fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Having faced Canelo in 2016 and sparred with Crawford, Khan says Crawford has the advantage in speed, intelligence, and adaptability. He admits Canelo has power and experience, but calls Crawford the most complete fighter he's ever seen. Khan explains that Crawford can switch stances, control distance, and adjust quickly. While Canelo is dangerous early in the fight, Khan believes Crawford's accuracy and timing make him deadly as the match goes on. According to Khan, Crawford's boxing IQ and flexibility could decide the outcome of this historic fight.
Oh, like what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for...
Famous boxing trainer Stephen Breadman Edwards recently explained why he thinks Crawford will beat Canelo in a direct fight. Edwards says Crawford's ability to adjust during the fight is something new for Canelo. Crawford is an expert at timing and controlling distance. Edwards believes Crawford doesn't have to be stronger than Canelo. He just needs to be smarter and he will win. He added that Canelo has trouble with fighters who move a lot and think fast, like Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol, and Crawford combines both styles. Edwards also said Crawford's fitness and killer instinct give him a big advantage in the later rounds. He finished by saying, Crawford is a stylistic nightmare for Canelo.
Crawford's adjustments in fights are so underrated. He is a master adjuster. He finds something in every fight and just goes with it. That last fight, people talk about he struggled. You know what he found that last fight? A simple jab. He just started beating the guy up with a jab. He finds something in every fight. And he don't fight a lazy fight. Canelo, for as good as he is, he hasn't stopped anybody since 2021. That's 4 years. You know why? Because he gets a little tired and he gets like a little bit complacent. He's a power puncher.
Stephen A. Smith thinks Canelo Alvarez is making a big mistake by going after Terence Crawford. He warns that Crawford's speed, smarts, and ability to adapt make him too dangerous to take lightly.
Baby, he's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight #2. Trained him for Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small. No doubt boxing skills are sublime. No doubt he's pound for pound one of the best on the planet Earth. Crawford is the real deal. The real deal. And him and Charlo is the fight I want to see. Him and Charlo is the right fight I want to see. But y'all going to stop holding it against Charlo. When you hit somebody and you know you can't hurt them and they keep coming, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and longtime trainer, praised Crawford's technical skills, but warned he must not underestimate Canelo Alvarez. Speaking to Essentially Sports, Jeff said Crawford is an elite technician with a clever switch-hitting style, but moving up 2 weight classes is a challenge. He pointed out that Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and defense give him a good chance. However, Canelo's power, size, and experience mean Crawford must fight smart, not just trade punches. Jeff said Crawford has a skill advantage, but winning this fight will depend on how well he follows his game plan, not just talent alone.
It's kind of tough, but if anybody can do it, I think it would be Terence Crawford. I mean, skill-wise, I think he's a better fighter than Canelo, but Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win, and take advantage of Canelo's mistakes.
Yeah, so we have, is it almost kind of a battle of, we have 2 guys, obviously the best, 2 of the best 3 or 4 boxers in the sport, regardless of weight class, but,
yeah,
which one is closer to the version of their prime, right? They're both getting older. I mean, they're both still, very, very good at this point, but, do you think maybe one of them, it's time for them to start falling off, and that might be the difference in this fight, that one starts to trail off a little bit?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, both guys are aging, and you never know. You never know when they're going to show their age. So it could be either one of them that does that. But I mean, I just lean toward Crawford because I just see dude has so many skills, and I mean, I just see that him possibly winning the fight by decision, but could also lose a close.
Canelo's fight against William Skull raised many concerns for analysts. He landed only 152 punches over 12 rounds, which is one of the lowest totals ever in a fight like this. Observers said his timing was off and his rhythm was broken as he struggled to cut off Skull's movement. Instead, he looked hesitant and reacted slowly. His footwork, which used to be sharp and control the ring well, was not as good, giving Skull too much space. This slow and passive style made critics wonder if Canelo can still control fights at the highest level or set the pace in a future match against a faster opponent. Since Terence Crawford is known for controlling distance and adjusting during fights, many worry Canelo might fall behind on points early. If Canelo can't keep a steady pace or answer with quick counters, Crawford's speed, accuracy, and stamina could take over. Against a fighter as fast and smart as Crawford, these problems could cost him the fight.
Was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Caleb Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle him, but you know what I mean, he probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. He didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, Even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk, if you've got a fighter who is just going into this fight with one mindset, I want to go 12 rounds. I'll give you an example. Naoya Inoue.
Former champion Shane Mosley said Terence Crawford would easily beat an improved Errol Spence. Mosley noticed that Spence looked weak, stiff, and tired from cutting weight before the fight with Crawford. He said even if Spence became faster or stronger, Crawford's rhythm, switch hitting, movement, power, and ring IQ give him a big advantage. Unlike Spence, who relies on size and strength, Crawford depends on being adaptable and smart in the ring. Mosley advised Spence to think about moving up in weight instead of facing Crawford again, because his natural skills are not enough to match Crawford's smooth, modern boxing style.
I just think that Crawford has more rhythm, more movement, more stuff, and not just having more movement, more stuff. He has the power and everything just to be one of those great fighters. He has everything. And if you have Spence is not one-dimensional, but he's in that fight, he was really one-dimensional, really stiff. And if they looked like they had really a lot of problems trying to get down to his weight, didn't have enough time to work on stuff they need to work on to, attack Crawford or to do anything to Crawford. And then when they got in the ring, he was so weak. Crawford dropping him with right jabs. We're like, dang, that bullet just dropping him.
As Terence Crawford gets ready for one of the biggest fights of his career, the help of a legend like Andre Ward is very valuable. Ward, known for his discipline and great ring IQ, has helped Crawford improve his tactics for the upcoming fight against Canelo Alvarez. Their training focuses not just on fitness, but also on mental readiness. Ward's experience with strong opponents is similar to what Crawford will face. Together, they are creating a plan to disrupt Canelo's rhythm and control the fight's pace. Every fighter has their own strengths when they step into the ring. Interview 12.
Right. As you see, iron sharpening iron. Two legends, one retired, two-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with three-division world champion, two-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a four-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Madrimov. And the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance. As you see, Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate